What's up, y'all? Alami Bashir, transformational life coach, founder and CEO of the Encouragement Company. It is morning. I won't say it's early morning. It's early for me because I just got out of bed, as you can see. But I went to bed talking about something on my Insta story that I woke up continuing to really marinate in, and I want to share it. And it has to do with being true to yourself. I shared a story about how last night I went to a mixer. Actually, it wasn't, I guess it was more like a women's conference. It was designed really to target millennial entrepreneurs, particularly Black women, millennials. And so I knew going into it that it probably wasn't exactly my crowd, but I love being in a community of other business owners and entrepreneurs. So I went. And so while I was there, and let me, before I proceed, I'm just kind of getting back into networking. I've really been like incubating the last 3 to 4 months, building programs, restructuring my brands and my businesses. And so I'm really just now stepping back out into this arena of sharing my message, sharing my product services with people. So I find myself at this event last night, and I had my marketing materials. I was giving out, I have these wristbands, begreateveryday.com, live your best life now. I was giving out my wristbands to people and just, giving people like a 5-second blurb about who I am, what I do. And I found myself, as the night went on, certain speakers were like kind of talking to the audience, and you were able to see kind of what other people in the audience did as they were sharing their brands with the moderators. And so I noticed after, there were some introductions made, and then there were certain women in the building that were saying that they worked with youth, and, they have different organizations and programs that service young people. And so I found myself reverting back to my old brand. Remember, I told you I'm restructuring my brand. I reverted back to kind of my old mode of operation, which is to really service all kinds of clients, including youth, teens, young adults, whatever. And so I found myself sharing my marketing materials with these people. And what was interesting is after I left last night, I got back in my car and I'm like, shoot, I shouldn't have did that, because that's not my ideal population. I love working with young people. I'm really good at working with young people. And I am not alienating them out of my equation. I am more prioritizing my ideal client, which is a mature, older person, not older person, but an adult, male or female, who's a professional, who's working toward growing either their brand, their business, or growing in their career. And so I found myself like reverting back to this old mindset, these outdated ways of operation, and I got mad at myself. And it's nobody's fault but my own. And when I say mad at myself, I say that kind of tongue in cheek. It's a lesson to be learned here. And that at every step of the way, we have to stay true to our own mission, vision, values, and purpose. That is so key and critical. I don't care if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a stay-at-home mom, if you have a career, if you work in corporate America, if you work with underprivileged, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you do, whatever you occupy your time with in terms of work, even your hobbies, it should be true to what is authentically you, what you genuinely feel passionate about, not just what you think is going to make money. And that was my old mode of operation. Was not that I don't care about servicing young people. Again, I do, and I do it well. But in terms of the vision I have for myself, for my brand, for my business, and the level of service that I want to offer, it is amenable to adults. And so I had to check myself last night. I had to really check myself last night, and it was a good moment of checking. It's a good lesson to be reminded of, is to lead with purpose, to move in purpose, and to stay truly aligned with whatever that vision is. So I just wanted to remind whoever out there might be second guessing themselves as you're maybe looking to transition or change the way in which you operate within your business or your career, at your work, maybe even in your family and your home, is to stay true to your mission and vision. And if you don't have one, which many of us don't, many of us are just kind of flying by the seat of our pants, going with the flow, and wanting to say that that's of God. And maybe it is. Only you know that within your heart of hearts. But sometimes going with the flow is an excuse for having to set boundaries, having to discipline yourself, having to better manage your time and your attention. Sometimes going with the flow needs structure and needs more intention. So I leave you with that. Make sure you clarify your mission, vision, values, and purpose. Even if you don't have a business, you are an entity in this world. You are a force to reckon with. And you have goals and ambitions that need your alignment. So stay in alignment. That was my takeaway last night. Stay in alignment.